Hello friends, and welcome to your daily insight reading with me, Intuitive Rene. Today is Saturday, the 13th of March 2021, and for today's reading I am working with the Gilded Tarot Royale, which is a new addition to the Gilded Tarot. It's an updated a version of the deck. It is just stunning. So let's get it shuffled and let's have a look and see what energies we have for today. What do we need to know? What do we need to be aware of for the day ahead? So we're giving the cards a shuffle. They are quite slippery. Sorry for the glare. I am trying to turn it that I don't glare too much. Okay, cards are shuffled. Right, I'm going to split the deck and we're going to grab straight off the top. So if I can pick up the cards straight off the top, let's see what we've got. Right, so the first card we have is the Five of Pentacles. I just love the brightness of this deck. We then have the Moon card to go with that, and we also have the Four of Cups. Didn't we have the Four of Cups yesterday? I can't remember. No, actually, no, I think it was the Five of Cups yesterday. Okay, so if we have a look at the three, let me actually just make sure that they're in view, that you can see them clearly. Quite interesting how these two cards seem to be, I mean, obviously they are on either side of the Moon card, but it definitely, to me, it looks like because they have similar coloring, and then we've got the blue card in the middle, but it almost like they are closing in on the Moon card. Okay, that's the first kind of impression that I get. But if we have a look at these three cards together, we have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is often known as the poverty card or the lack card. It talks about not having something when actually what you're looking for is right there. So the situation we have is these two beings who are outside of this building. They are probably hungry, they're probably cold, they're probably, desperate to get inside where it looks warm, where it looks cozy, where there's possibly food and that type of thing. So they're wanting to be included, they're wanting to go inside, but they don't know how. So they've both got their hands out, almost asking and almost pleading and saying, can somebody help me, can somebody let us in? But that's all they're doing. What I do look at here with this particular person, this cloak that they covered themselves with, it's almost like they're hiding their true selves, okay? Whereas he's a little bit more open, a little bit more exposed. But basically, it's about feeling left out. It's about feeling like you're not part of or you're not included. I'm going to come back to this card in a second because I really feel like these two on the outside are the focus for us today and what we need to be aware of. So when I look at this Four of Cups, when I look at the Four of Cups card, it is the card of being a little bit bored, a little bit irritated, a little bit frustrated. I mean, here he's sitting under a beautiful tree, first of all. He's got a book in front of him and he's reading his book. When we read a book, we sort of switch off from the rest of the world, don't we? We're not necessarily focused on what's going on around us. These three cups that we have in front here, he's experienced them. He's enjoyed them. He's used them to as much as he possibly can, and now he's a little bit bored. So he's bored of his book, he's bored of sitting under the tree, he's bored of everything, but he's so caught up in his boredom, he's so caught up in his frustration that he's not seeing the offerings. Okay, he's not seeing the offerings that are coming from spirit or coming from opportunities around him. So when I look at these two cards, the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, the similarities that I'm picking up, not just in the coloring of the two cards, but both are wanting, both situations here are people wanting something that they don't know how to get, but is actually right in front of them. Okay, so like here, they want to get in. They want to get into the shelter, into the warmth, into the bright, out of the cold. They're wanting to be part of that, but they don't know how. He's looking for something, and he's a little bit bored and frustrated with what he has, and what he wants is being offered to him. It's being offered to him, but he doesn't even see it. Even though his eyes are gazing in that general direction, he doesn't even see the offer that's been put right there in front of him. So we have a similarity between these two cards. Now, let's look at the Moon card in the middle here. So the Moon card, first of all, we have got a wolf and a dog. I don't know which way it goes. We have got a crustacean. We have got this machine, which is surrounding our Earth, okay, or is that the Moon? And we have these pillars that are on either side, and it's interesting, pillars on either side and these two cards on either side. So again, it's the similarities that I'm picking up on. But the moon is the card that talks about cycles in life. It talks about facing our fears, but it also talks about what lies beneath the surface. Okay. But it is also the card of intuition. So there's so much going on here. There's so much that's lying beneath the surface that we're not seeing. And today, Saturday, the 13th of March, it's important that we actually look a little bit harder. So don't take things at face value. All right. This is what's coming through quite clearly today. Don't take things at face value. Anything that happens in your life today, any situations, anything that comes up today, don't take it at face value. Dig a little bit, look a little bit beneath the surface. You know, you may be a bit nervous, you may be a bit afraid, you may be feeling frustrated and bored, you may be feeling left out and excluded. There may be all of these kind of, I'm going to call them negative energies or negative emotions floating around today. But if you dig a little bit deeper, if you look beneath the surface of what is obvious, you're going to see so much more there, and you're going to see that it's actually not as bad as you perceive it to be. So at first glance, it looks terrible. At first glance, it looks like your whatever you're dealing with today is not going to be great. But if you dig a little bit, if you look a bit deeper, you're going to uncover some truths that are going to help you see that the situations are not as bad as you originally perceived them to be. It'll help you to see that actually there's some hope. There's some hope. And that's what we need to hold on to. Okay, we need to hold on to that. We need to hold on to the fact that things are going to be okay. Things are going to be better, but you've got to look beneath the surface. Friends, have an awesome Saturday with love and blessings from my heart to yours. Take care.